escorted to the normal defensive field now. The only close-in catcher in the cordon is the gully fielder. He's got a third and a sweeper riding the boundaries on the offside. And a fine leg and a deep square leg.
Now 182. It's been difficult for the Zimbabwean bowlers. Bangladesh have settled in nicely, taking this lead, but the shining light, of course, has been the young man, Vincent Masakese, 4 for 94.
Always good to see the young school children coming in. The way a couple of those have just dipped out of the frame, maybe they should be in a geography lesson.
But I understand that entry is free, so there's encouragement to come and watch Test match cricket, which is excellent from the Bangladesh Cricket Board. Same hairstyle as you, Tino, the little one.
His is by choice, though. Mine's not.
Well, we're still waiting for play to start, just getting his bearings right. The two umpires, Radhamasena, Richard Illingworth. Got the hats on, the sun's speeding down. It's going to get a touch warmer and a little more difficult in terms of the heat and the humidity.
It was a bit muggy this morning, and rain almost came down at that lunch break, but if the sun comes out, then does that help the rain go away, or?
Well, the rain goes away and then the sun comes out. It's the other way around.
Yeah, where I come from, if the sun comes out, it just gets the rain to come back, especially when you have that warm heat after the rain. So we're always better off in an overcast condition where conditions are cooler. Once the sun comes back, it just gets the clouds to rebuild. But glad that we haven't had too much time taken out of today's play.
Got the hats on, the sun's speeding down. It's going to get touch warmer. Well, that's
look
difficult in terms of the road on your left. You can see
it was a bit muggy this morning, and the rain almost came down at that lunch break. But if the sun
look into the Bay of Bengal,
help the rain go away, or
a bit of geography around these parts. You know,
yeah, where I come from, if the sun comes out, it just gets the.
Yeah, it's just going through. You can see some boats there. These are mainly used by the fishermen. But as you pan left, you'll see in the distance there are some coasters. These are ships used to offload from the mother vessels,
Glad that we haven't
which
had
don't
too much
have
time
the
taken
craft
out
to
of
come into the main port.
today's
The
play.
big ships are in the outer anchorage, but a lot of little ships which offload from there and bring it into the port of Chittagong. Very busy port. That is the road I was mentioning.
It was a bit muggy this morning, and the rain almost came down at that lunch break, but if the sun
Look
comes
into
out,
the Bay of Bengal.
up the rain go.
We're all set to go now. A bit of geography around these spots. You know?
Yeah, where I come from, if the sun comes out, it just gets the...
I like the way that Masakesa being used by the captain. Spanked on him getting another breakthrough, giving him his 26th over. These are ships used to offload from the mother vessels, which don't have the craft to be close to him to really have control over that job. A lot of little ships which offload from there and bring it into the port of Chittagong. Very busy port. That is the road I was mentioning.
The rain almost came down.
Well, he just try to get a bit of back to it. Very close to the edge.
Yeah, there was a sound. But not a very convincing appeal from the wicketkeeper. Fairgerven in a slip, who would have been best to hear it.
Oh, that kept on holding its line. A big appeal. And the dreaded finger has gone up, but immediately the review taken. Close to him to really have control over that job. Ships which offload from there and bring it into the port of Chittagong. Very busy port. That is the road I was mentioning. Well, he just try to get a bit of back to it. Very close to the edge.
Yeah, spin vision when ready, please. Can you hear me? Spin vision when ready, please.
Convincing appeal from the wicketkeeper. Fairgerven in a slip, who would have been best to hear it.
Oh, that kept on holding its line. A big appeal.
Rock and roll that, please.
Dreaded finger has gone up, but immediately the review.
Can we get ultra edge when available? Thank you.
Close to him to really have control over that job.
Yeah, got a deflection there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, take it back one frame, please. Yeah, for the clear deflection. Ball on inside edge. Yeah, we're going to go back to Richard on field, please. Thank you. Richard, I've got an inside edge ball on the bat. You're on screen now. Please reverse your decision.
He has to reverse his decision, and Nadiazan Miraj knew immediately that he had that faint little edge that was there. He thought he had got his 5-wicket haul. On debut, not to be.
Can we get ultra edge when available? Thank you.
Yeah, that's why he so confidently reviewed it straight away without even a discussion to his partner. Hedi Hassan.
Yeah, got a deflection there. Yeah,
We'll be eyeing that 100 mark. 20 more to go.
yeah. Yeah, take it back one frame, please. Yeah, clear deflection.
He thought about two.
Ball on inside edge.
Masakadza Wellington.
Yeah.
Quick
We're going to go back to Richard on field,
point
please.
boundary.
Richard, I've got an inside edge.
Having a little chat with him. Look at it. Very quickly, it seemed that it was really going to hit. And I understand Richard Illingworth thinking that it went straight, but it's just that faint edge. Got his 5-wicket haul. On debut, not to be. And was immediately he went for the review because he knew, he felt that little bit of inside edge before it went on to hit the pads.
Without even a discussion to his partner. Hedi Hassan.
Yeah.
Tanzim Shakib has done well for his 31.
Yeah.
But this young man keeps on keeping the batters honest.
Yeah, take it back one frame.
Oh, that struck Tremendous shot. A lot of power as it races away for an extra space ball. 415 for 8. Having a little chat with him. Look at it. Very quickly it seemed that it was really going to hit. And I understand Richard Illingworth thinking that it went straight. There's just that faint edge. And was immediately he went for the review. Because he knew, he felt that little bit of inside edge before it went up to hit the pads. Kazim Shakib has done well for his 31. But this young bowler is now really made to work hard. The 73 runs partnership. As a case of 4 for 99. But we're hoping that some mistake is made by one or of the two batters. Give them an opportunity to just put a stop to this lead that is looking very substantial now. Muzarbani goes around. Persists with that back of a leg delivery.
This is very well played from Mehdi Hassan. He stayed side on, and he's just been able to drop the hand when he sees the ball coming up there. However, I don't think a blow to the right shoulder is the best thing for him. With a lot of bowling to do in the second innings, but technically as a batter, that is very good.
Absolutely, it's got to sting for a bit. You can see him just there, trying to just sway away. Ball got a little big on him. Just couldn't evade being hit on the right shoulder, chest area. You can see him flexing his hands, losing that strike. Muzarbani goes around. Oh, now it's forced him to play a shot that he wouldn't normally play at this point in time.
This is very well played from Mehdi Hassan. He stayed side on, and he's just been able to drop the
distance with
when he sees the ball coming up there. However, I don't think a blow to the right shoulder is the best thing for him. With a lot of bowling to do in the second innings, but technically as a batter, that is very good.
The short pitch deliveries. Muzarbani definitely thinks that this is the way to get one of these two batters out. Ball got a little big on him. Just couldn't evade being hit on the right shoulder, chest area. You can see him flexing his hands.
Mustn't give it away. He's worked hard, Mirage. And I wonder if that ball that struck him has just ruffled him a little bit. But he's done extremely well up until now. He's got 19 more.
Wouldn't normally play at this point in time.
Got to keep fighting.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. That definitely ruffled him. Has forced him 2 balls in succession. He's gone for that sort of a half-hearted hook at that one, attempted hook, attempted pulls, and he's not kept anywhere near it. No, that's easy to negotiate. I think after those 2 bounces, something in the Yorker leg area would be more beneficial to Muzarbani.
He's probably thinking, hits him once, twice I've got him now to play unnecessary short ball, so that might work for me, but the line on that one was, and I wonder if that ball that struck him was just not right him a little bit. But he's done extremely well up until now. He's got 19 more.
Bowling around 134-35 flicks.
Fighting.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Once again, similar kind of a length, but this one played down nicely. Right foot bounced very well. In succession, he's gone for that sort of half-hearted hook at that one, attempted hook. I was just waving to the 12th man to say, I don't need that magic spray. I'm fine. I think after those bounces, something, a lot of resolute courage that arena.
Yeah, he's got to keep moving it around, because what will happen is it'll stiffen up after the blow and swell up. And anytime he just keeps it immobile, and it just stiffens up a lot more.
He's done extremely well up until now. He's got 19 more. 416 for 34-35 clicks. Fighting. Absolutely, once again, similar kind of a length, but this one played down nicely. Right foot bounced very well. In succession, he's gone for that sort of arm part at the hook and that one attempted to. I was just waving to the 12th man to say, I don't need that magic spray. I'm fine. I think after those a lot of resolute courage that arena.
Yeah, he's got to keep moving. Dark difference in wickets that have fallen. 9 on day 1, 8 on day 2, just 1 so far on day 3. But we have seen the trend that wickets fall in that post-tea session. Now I heard him over the stump by being instructed to bowl the googly up front by Sarabani. Let's see if he listens.
Did he use the word googly?
Yes, he did.
So the batter knows too.
Well, they'd walked to the middle, so they had a discussion away from the pitch.
It's just waving to... It's got a hold of that. Lumbering across, trying to get to it. No success. Another Nexus Bay fall.
Yeah, nicely struck. And you'll feel that Media Sun Mirage in this over will take whatever opportunities he can to score and get as close as possible to that 100. But we have seen the trend. Sarabani made it rather uncomfortable for him in that previous over. That one finds the gap quite nicely. Up front by Sarabani. Let's see if he listens.
Good ball. Appreciated by the keeper. You can see that. Immediately after being hit for 4, he's come back nicely.
So they had a discussion away from the pitch.
It's got a hold of that. No googly yet. Get to it. No success. Another Nexus Bay ball. Just a quick leg break. First 2 and then a slow one.
Yeah, nice.
Running another back of the hand.
And you'll feel that Media Sun Mirage in this over will take whatever opportunities he can to score and get as close as possible to that 100.
This is the pitch very nicely. Whether it's a googly or an orthodox leg spin, you smother the spin. It's the perfect way to bat against the spinner. Good ball. Appreciated by the keeper. There are concerns for the skipper. Immediately after being hit for, wondering what's going to happen. It'll make things happen. Oh, flighted that ball and it could not take full toll of it.
He's got away with that one. Just wonder if he's maybe just getting a little bit tired. Into his 27, coming to the end of it.
First 2 and
much better delivery to finish the 120th over. 4-2-1 for 8.
This is the pitch very nicely. Whether it's a googly or an orthodox leg spin, you smother the spin. It's the perfect way to bat against the spinner. Good ball. Appreciated by the keeper. There are concerns for the skipper. Immediately after being hit for, wondering what's going to happen. It'll make things happen.
A very crucial partnership this. 79 they put on together, followed by 63 that Taijul and Miraz put up together. So this is actually the second highest partnership this innings so far. Really complemented each other so well.
Much better delivery to finish the 120.
So he takes the challenge, pulls it away. Oh yes, that one has wings on it. It is a rocket 6.
This is the pitch very nicely. Whether it's a googly or an orthodox leg spin, smother the spin. It's the perfect way to bat against the spinner. Appreciated by the keeper. There are
A very crucial partnership this.
Oh, trying one too many. This one, an extra bounce. And that player from Musarabani, he's certainly
Put up together, so this is
not
actually
enjoying.
second highest partnership this innings so far. Really complemented each other so well.
Short, he takes the challenge, pulls it away. Oh yes, that one has wings on it. It is a rocket six.
Lead by 200 runs. Yeah, disappointed Zimbabwe.
The face off on that occasion, nicely nudged. We'll come back for the second. This is very good running between the two.
Not only his seized his opportunity to pick a few boundaries, but whenever there's an opportunity to convert the singles into twos, he's been very, very good in terms of running between the wickets. Excellent running. Just 5 away from what could be his second test match 100 for Madison Mirage.
He's peppering away, constantly challenging Miraz with that height.
And every time in this over, whenever he's attempted to bowl that short one, he's taken the challenge. And again, once again, he's missed that.
Nicely nudged.
But he's not shying away to play a few shots here. He's already picked up a 6 in this over. There is a deep square leg and a deep fine leg also. But he seems very confident because he does get hold of it. He thinks he can clear the field in terms of running between the wickets. Excellent running. Just 5 away from what could be his
Out of bounds on this occasion.
for Madison Mirage.
Both the occasions back in Sylhet in the first test. Madison Mirage fell prey to Blessing Musrabani.
peppering away.
And he used this ploy. Very ploy of bowling short balls consistently at his body, challenging him to play the pull shot, making him uncomfortable. Is the taking up the challenge here in Chattogram. Change of angle from Musrabani as he shifts to over the wicket.
In this over, there is a deep square leg and a deep fine leg.
Changes mind again. Comes back around the wicket.
He seems very confident because he can hold the bat. He thinks he can clear the field in terms of running between the wickets.
Keeper turns down the single on this occasion. 8 runs of this over. It's 4-2-9 for 8. Out of bounds on this occasion.
For Madison Mirage.
Both the occasions back in Sylhet in the first test. Madison Mirage fell prey to Blessing Musrabani. Peppering away. And he used this ploy. Very ploy of bowling short balls consistently at his body, challenging him to play the pull shot, making him uncomfortable. Is the taking up the challenge here in Chattogram. Change of angle from Musrabani as he shifts to over the wicket.
This over, there is a deep square leg and a deep fine leg.
Changes mind again. Comes back around the wicket.
He seems very confident because he can hold the
Keeper turns down the single on this occasion.
Now, there's an interesting field setup for Tanzim Saqib. There's no mid off, there's a long off, sort of a short cover. Nicely shifts to the back foot, works it away.
I say Zimbabwe will be disappointed because of the fact that they've only managed to pick up a single wicket so far on day 3. And that wicket came in the first session. And they gave away quite a few runs, 27 overs in the first session, 113 for 1. Still pretty good conditions for batting. Raja finding ways to score runs on a consistent basis. He's now moved with that single to 96. What about the role played by Tanzim Hassan Saqib,
Interesting field
coming at
setup
number
for
10?
Tanzim Saqib. There's no mid off, there's a long off. Sort of a short cover.
Hit it up. Skied it.
Nicely shifts to the back.
Ball safe.
Works it away.
One of those rare occasions where he did not seem to be in control. Masakesa was hopeful.
Yeah, he's lucky he gets away with it. Probably he was eyeing to hit it over the top of the fielder at mid on. And it was against the turn. It's a tough edge, but falls in no man's land. Bit of a frustration for the bowler. Thought he could have gone on to pick up his fifer on 96. Miraj finding ways to score runs on a consistent basis. He's now moved with that single to 96. What about
Mentioned, shoulders sort of dropping in Zimbabwe camp. Reasons being, they bowled 34.4 over so far. Only one of them being a wicket delivery. That's the reason. Skied it.
Nicely shifts to the back.
Ball safe. One of those rare occasions where he did not seem to be in control. Masakesa was hopeful.
He's lucky he gets away. Yeah, the highest score by a Bangladesh batter and it was against the turn. Making his debut at number 10 was 100 scored by Abul Hassan. Beautiful sweep, beautifully played. Come back to that boundary to finish the over. Bangladesh motoring along at 4:37 for 8.
Mentioned, shoulders sort of dropping in Zimbabwe camp. Reasons being, they bowled 34.4 over so far. Only one of them being a wicket delivery. That's the reason. Skied it. Ball safe. One of those rare occasions where he did not seem to be in control. Masakesa was hopeful.
Yeah, the highest score by a Bangladesh
Vidya from Miraj on 97. At number 7. Tanzim Saqib complimenting with 41. Both of them cruising along.
Beautifully played.
It's going to be a change from the Dutch Bangla Bank end. No more seam on offer. Craig Irvin has gone back to Wesley Madaberry.
He came out to bat at the score of 267 for 5, Medias and Miraj, and still around. I've seen 3 batters coming in and getting out. .98 now with that single.
Vidya from Miraj on 97. At number 7.
One of the previous over, very controlled sweep shot from number 10.
Cruising along.
Tanzim Hassan Saqib, the debutant. And the 100 that he did get, Medias and Miraj, was also the same venue in Chattogram against West Indies. 2021.
Has gone back to Wesley Madaberry. Yeah, and it's not new to him. Finding some resistance and doing it for the team, the lower order.
Coming in and getting out.
Yeah, he doesn't think there's much in it. Kumar Dharmasena.
98 now with that single. And they'll be hoping that they can come back and the previous they had a solid start. The reverse, and they think they've got some bar of it. Yes, it is. The Tanzim Hassan Saqib departs. He trying to play the reverse. Has to go. Finally, the partnership broken. 2021.
And at a time when the partnership was just 4 runs away from a century stand. So far he's been so impressive. Shots very nicely. This occasion, trying to improvise off the gloves.
The lower order.
And straight to the fielder at short leg. Well, Nick Welch didn't make any mistakes. Tanzim Saqib goes after a very important knock of 41 Bangladesh, 438 for 9.
98 now with that single. We will be hoping that they can come back and the previous days had a solid start. The reverse, and they think they've got some out of it. Yes, it is. So Tanzim hasn't sucked if the parts. Trying to play the reverse. Has to go. So finally the partnership broken.
And at a time when the partnership was just 4 runs away from a century stand. So far he's been so Hassan Mahmood is the last man in for Bangladesh. This occasion, trying to improvise off the gloves. The reason he's there is because the bowling change has worked for Craig Ervin and Zimbabwe. Didn't make any mistakes.
He's just trying to be a little bit too cheeky here, trying to play the reverse and get an inside edge onto the pad, and it goes straight into the hands. Nicholas Welsh taking the catch. Now he's closing into his 50 also. Remember, he's 9 away. 438 for 9. Trying to play the reverse. Has to go. Finally, the partnership broken.
And at a time when the partnership was just 4 runs away from a century stand. So far, Hassan Mahmood is the last man in for Bangladesh. The reason he's there is because the bowling change has worked for Craig Ervin and Zimbabwe.
He's trying to be a little bit too cheeky, trying to play the reverse.
Tanzim Saqib, after scoring his second highest by a Bangladeshi batter in his debut at number 10, is back in the hut. Miraz is 2 runs away from his second century.
Closing into his 50 also. Remember, he's 9 away. He's batting with number 11 now, and he's on strike, and I'm sure he's going to get try to get those runs and try to reach it to his second test match. 100 end this over. They've spread the field out because they want him to take a single. Long on, long off, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, deep cover point.
Hassan Mahmood is the last man in for Bangladesh. The reason he's there is because goes to the back foot, finds the gap. Oh, then look, a bit of confusion. And then overthrows, it's all happening. Oh, moment of madness is seen by Bangladeshi batter.
Never a second run there. He's lucky because initially he didn't want the run. But have a look at the reaction from Hassan Mahmood. He wanted it. The moment he went out of his track, he left, but the throw was wide. Had he been a little bit straighter, Benderson Mirage would have been found in some short. Second test match, 100 end this over.
Everyone was yelling. Karan had to throw it quickly.
Yeah, they're not nervous 90. They want him to take a single. Long on, long off, deep mid wicket, deep square leg.
3 point, short gully, slip. They're coming in. Want to block out the run. Easy single for Hassan Mahmood. Want to keep him on strike or dismiss him.
What's going through his mind now? Hassan Mahmood, there are 4 more deliveries left in this over. Does he take a chance, try to hit a big shot, or just block it off? Second run there, he's lucky because initially he didn't want the run. But have a look at the reaction from Hassan Mahmood.
Oh, well bowled. the speed of nervous 90s. I think both the batters are nervous at the moment.
That's the reason why he wanted him to be back on strike. Look at that turn. That has turned sharply.
Everyone was yelling. Curran,
There are
have to throw it.
three waiting in the close and catching position.
They're not nervous 90. They want him to take a single.
Oh, ho, ho.
3 points. Short gully, slip. They're coming in. One to
And if he can manage to pick up a wicket here, he'll pick up a fifer on debut. He'll go two very good leg break deliveries. Does he attempt to bowl a googly here?
So far he's done well. Hassan Mahmood, another fielder. Third slip, call it a gully. Two gullies. Silly point. Fielded cover. There are plenty around Hassan Mahmood.
Well bowled.
Here comes the googly. It was an upside off and he's dealt well. Has Hassan Mahmood seen out the over by Masakeza. Bangladesh 439 for 9.
That has turned sharply.
Everyone was yelling. They have to throw it.
Three waiting in the close and catching position.
Oh, ho, ho. 3 points. Short gully, slip. They're coming in. One to
And if he can manage to pick up a wicket here, he'll pick up a fifer on debut. He'll go two very good leg break deliveries. Does he attempt to bowl a googly here?
So far he's done well. Hassan Mahmood, another fielder.
Just one wicket left. Mehdi Hasan Miraz just has one run
Silly point.
to his second century.
Fielded cover. Plenty around Hassan Mahmood.
So the field was spread out, remember, in the last over when he was on strike. Now it's closing in. That fielder at long on needs to come in. He's coming in now. You've got to make sure that he doesn't get an easy single. What they're also trying to tell him that if you want to get it to your second test match 100, you've got to take a few chances. Perhaps go down the wicket and try to hit the bowler over the top.
They prompted him to take a risk. He hit that pretty hard and went to Nick Welch at short leg.
Yeah, I just have a feeling that he'll go for it. Does he attempt to bowl a googly here?
It's all happening. It's all happening. A lot of chatter around the batter.
One wicket left. Mehdi Hasan Miraz just has one run.
If it's in the slot, he's got to go for it. There's no deep fielders either on the leg side or on the off side. All he has to do is just clear the infield. The field was spread out, remember, in the last over when he was on strike. Now it's closing.
There it is. They're going for it. And Mehdi Hasan Miraz does get it. It's the second test century for Mehdi Hasan Miraz, and it's come at a very important time. He's had to wait a few years for it, but he's got it. Second time here in Chattogram. Kisses the bat. And applause all around.
What a knock. What a brilliant knock this is. Came on to bat when the score was 67 for 5. And he continued to dominate with the bat. Remember, he dominated with the ball. Picked up 10 for. And now he has his second test match 100. Thanking the Lord above.
It's all happening.
What a knock.
A lot of chatter around
Absolutely brilliant. That is where he crossed over to his second test match 100. Just a tickle down the leg side or on the off side. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It just shows the value he puts in terms of an all-rounder. Now a very good batter. There's no question about it.
It's the second test century for Mehdi Hasan Miraz, and it's come at a very important time. Had to wait a few Mehdi Hasan Miraz, take a bow. Second time here in Chattogram. It's featured in both the partnerships. Later down in the order, started the day and still carries on. He's also guided the partners he's had, young ones and also experienced one in Taijul, constantly speaking to them.
And now he has his second test match 100. Thanking the Lord above.
Nicely dealt with by Hassan Mahmood, 440 for 9.
is where he crossed over to his second test match 100. Just a tickle down the leg side. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It just shows the value he puts in terms of an all-rounder. Now a very good batter. There's no question about it.
Messi Miraz take a bow. It's featured in both the partnerships.
A century right at the top and century at number 7. Still carries on.
Is also guided.
Been a very, very crucial knock by Messi Miraz.
Experienced one in Taijul, constantly speaking to them.
63 runs partnership with Taijul and then 96 with Tanzim Hassan.
By Hassan Mahmood, 440 for 9.
Best of 103. And the moment he got in the middle, it's not only about his batting, it's also his guidance of telling the others how to bat, or how to build on a partnership. 103 of 168, closing in on his highest test score here. He led the under-19 team, I think it was 2016. Just a tickle down the leg side. Brilliant. And took Bangladesh to play the semi-final at home. And in that particular series, he was the... There's no question about it.
Messi Miraz take a bow. It's featured in both the partnerships.
A century right at the top and century at number